This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready, 30 base. Check three. Hey, lock it.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Big ass. Bang. Watch the
Defense.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
Let's go, D. Check, 42, come on.
Now.
2nd and 9 now. And he'll find Hall. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
What we got?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 42. You got to get the ball.
Ready?
2nd and 3. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on.
Ready.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Get it.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Back to you.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Trubisky will throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver's able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Lock in, lock in.
Kamara. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play action. Now Trubisky. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
18. Go.
Now Trubisky on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Ready. Hey, Orbit.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the run.
2nd and long. And he whips that one incomplete there. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. They can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense.
And he lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They have 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 93 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. The point after is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Room here to run. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Kamara off the draw. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. This will be caught by Brown. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. But earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. He's got daylight. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Raiders nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Boyd has it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
3rd and 4.
Right 80.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Smooth. You're out.
Check 3. Check 3.
Now.
to throw here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Being chased out left. And he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now here's a defensive timeout. Out called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Sit up. 180.
Hey, watch the left. Watch the left.
They go play action with Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Here's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Sit up. 180. Red, up.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now a play fake here on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Hey, switch gears.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
That's going to be a long day.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Lavonte David in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, watch the slant. Check. Wide, get wide. Check.
2nd and 15. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Butker's kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. Hey, alert.
On first down, Trubisky. It's caught by Funchess. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Devin Funchess. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Check 26. Hard. Safety creep. Slam. Now.
Another run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Good. Drop deep. Mike 50. Hey, Haywood.
50's the mic.
I got you, boy. Mike 50. I'm coming.
Now back to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Let's go, defense.
Protein spill. Let's go. Get ready.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man Johnson. A really good pickup of 28 yards. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, fourth quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked out his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
50, play. Second and 50. At the 24-yard line. I'm about to take you to school. Yo, go. Hustle, spot.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Alert. Watch block, motion, pop. 18. Alert. Watch twist.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And, oh, my goodness, what a catch at the 6. 39 yards. There, a big one.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Complete to Antonio Brown. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now Trubisky. The quick slant caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
You got it.
Antonio Brown. His Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Run up.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Hey, ball.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. And the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
You ain't got nothing.
Shoot.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big